Good morning, welcome to a special Math for Kids number 126. So we've been studying angles a little bit, and we saw this problem on Khan Academy, and I thought it would be good to do a video about angle chasing. So I didn't want to label all the points because it just would make the video confusing. This angle here is 130 degrees. This angle here is x, that's what we're trying to find, and this angle here is 20 degrees. Okay? So do you understand this problem?
Yeah.
Now, the numbers I think are different than the Khan Academy problem, but it was basically a problem like this. You had a bunch of lines that formed a star, and you were given two angles. Everything that looks like a straight line is a straight line in this problem. And you were given two angles, and you were trying to figure out this third angle. And this is a basic thing called angle chasing. So you're trying to chase the angles all over to see. So can you tell me what you think would be a good first step in this problem?
Well, this is x also, yeah.
Okay, why is that x?
Because opposite angles are the same.
Okay, so draw that in, label that as x, and then label the angle that's x. Okay, and the rule you're using there is opposite angles when straight lines intersect are the same. So let's write that rule. Opposite angles when straight lines. Is the word lines on camera?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's rule number one. When you have two straight lines intersecting like we have right here, like this, and we have one angle x, this angle is x. Okay, so that's really good. Can you hand me that eraser? Okay, very good. So that angle is x. What else can we do?
Well, this is 130.
Okay, this angle here is also 130 for exactly the same reason. Does that help us? Does that get us closer to what we're trying to do?
Not really.
Not really, but it is true that that angle is 130. What else would be a good one, a good rule that we could use here to...
Angles in a triangle add up to 180.
Okay, angles in a triangle add up to 180. Can you draw with your marker there a triangle that you'd like to use? Okay. Well, that's not quite a triangle. Draw the whole triangle. Okay, very good. Okay, so angles in a triangle add up to 180. That's another good rule. In a triangle, add up. Okay, that's awesome. So, hey, we have a triangle here that you've drawn, and it has angles 20x and something we don't know yet. So that gives us a pretty good hint as to what we should do next.
Figure out what this is.
Okay, how are we going to figure out what this angle is?
Angles in a straight line add up to 180 because this is on a straight line with this 130.
Okay, so what we have here is two intersecting lines like this, and this is 130. This angle we don't know. I'll call it y because we've already used x. But this is a straight line. So our rule is angles in a straight line add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so what does that mean this angle is?
That means that angle is 50.
Okay, write that in, 50. Because 130 plus 50 equals 180. Okay, what can we do now?
We can figure out what x is because this is 50 plus 20 is 70, and x has to be 110.
Okay, so let's our equation is going to be 50 plus 20 plus x equals what?
Equals 180.
180. Okay, and then what does that mean?
That means that x is 110.
X is 110. Okay, there's lots of different ways you could figure that out. You could say 70 plus x equals 180, and then subtract 70 from both sides, so you could x equals 110. So we really just had three rules that came into play in this problem. Opposite angles in straight lines are equal, so that's when straight lines intersect. So that we said this was x, so that's x. Angles in a triangle add up to 180. That means this angle plus this angle plus this angle has to be 180. And then angles in a straight line add up to 180 degrees. This angle is 130, so that meant this angle had to be 50. So finally we had 50 plus 20 plus x was 180, or x was 110.
Yay!
All right, good job. Do you think you can use what we learned here to do some of those harder Khan Academy problems?
Probably.
Okay, great. Well, let's see what we can do. Come here, high five. That was a good job on this video. Very good job. Very good job on your first ever angle chasing problem.